hei mauri ora. Me ue hiki ai wā titimatanga o te whāro nui. O ia no te tei whakatakoto i te tika. Ko te mahi o te tika. E rungo mau. Ko te whakaotinga o te tika. E āta noho. Mo reira tēnei tātou āta noho nei. Tēnā koutou. Kia taunga manaakitanga ki runga i te kīni Māori. A tūheitia pōtatau te whero te tuawhitu. Me ki. Ko te pauaru o te motu. Mo reira e ngā mate. Koutou. E tere i te au. O aitua. Ko pari i te ia. O ake ake. E tangi kau ana. E tangi iere ana. I tēnei rā. Ko mātau. E tangi tunu nei kia Grandma Kath Samuel. E whāngai mutu. I ngā tini tauira i ngā tau kua tāhake nei. No reira haere. Ko te rahi o te atiawa. A te rira puke tapu. I tohea te tohe, a te ware, a te rawakore, he ringa raupā, e whakatinana i te kōrero tōna whare aroha ki te tangata. Ka whae mai i ngā mate parekura i tēnei wiki tonu i te ahi. No reira, rātau, kia rātau, he wāwaratanga no te ngākau, mai rā. Ko rātau, te hunga wairua kia rātau ko tātau, koe ke mai nei runga i te kārango te rā. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Tēnei ka mihi ki ngā tauira. E rui ana i runga i te roi mata, i runga i te roi mata. I te whakapau era, i te patu pukapuka, i te pato rorohiko, I mua i te chat GPT, kei te mihi. Tēnei rā, ko rui ai i runga i te roi mata, kua kokosi i runga i te hari, o reira, tēnei tātou e hari tahi nei, kia ora koutou. Koutou ko te iwi kua pai nei, tēnei ka mihi. E kore, te aho taki toru e motu wawe. A ko te aho tuatai ko koutou. Ko te aho tuarua ko ngā tauira e tūkaha nei tēnei rangi. Ko te aho tuatoru ko te mātauranga. Me he mea ka whiriwhiri aua momo, ka tūkaha, ka u, ka ita. O reira, tēnei ka mihi kia koutou ko pai nei. Tēnei te rahi o te herenga waka. Te whare wānanga o tūpoko te ita e mihi atu nei. Tēnei, te iti o te toi huarewa. Me o mātou ahorangi hou, ara, ko Maria Barge, a ko Derek Kawiti, a me te toki hoki e mihi atu nei kia koutou. Tēnei te hāpai o te kawa Māori e mihi atu nei. Tēnei te tumanako, o tō mātou pāmata ora e tū nei, e karanga nei, nau mai, haere mai, piki mai, kake mai. Ka tira, ka mihi atu kia koutou, ko te paitapu. Kare au kite, ia raukawa e noho mai nei, e moke tō pai, ia koutou. I tēnei ata. Koe anō, pai kite ia koutou. Hoki mai ki tēnei marae o koutou. Mō reira, ka tira ai konei, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou.
E ata mori o si ai mare rangi nei, ko mamaru mai waka i te aruaka ne. Waki a mai rā, e mako tiki ara ka mama, e ruhura e iku rangi ka te ame kei.
mai nei ki te tautoko tēnei kaipapa a mātou. O reira, ka tukuna te tono kia koutou ki te pai, kia poto te kakau o te paipa, kia aro tōtinga tātou ki te mahi nui o te rā. No reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou kahu.
Hey!
wā. Ko mātou tikanga tēnā peka tuku te te hipaku karakia. Kia kaua tātou e hui wangi haere kei pāmai tau a aruatanga kia tātou. Nō reira, kei noi tātou. E i wāonga mano tēnei tō mātou tuku i te whakamoimiti tēnei rā nui whakaharahara, te whakapōtaitanga i te whakapūmautanga o ngā tauira i tēnei rā. Nō reira, tēnei ka tuku whakawhetai, ka tuku whakamoimiti ki a koe, i runga i tēnua tapu tō tātou kei whakaora. Āmene, kia ora.
I don't know where you're standing.
Thank you.
E te whakaminenga takitu mō ngā akonga ka whakanui I tēnei rā. Please welcome our May 2023 graduates. Kia ora tātou, e noho. E ngā iho o ngā maunga whakahi nau mai ki puke hinau ki te herenga waka. Tēnei te reo pōhiri o te herenga waka ki a koutou katoa. E te manukura, te tumu whakarae, ngā kaimahi akonga o tira, koutou katoa ngā whānau, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Mōrena, Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, dignitaries, whānau and friends, we are delighted to welcome you all to Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, for this graduation ceremony. I am Māori Stevens no Te Rarawa, Reader and Academic Advisor to Māori students in the Faculty of Law, and I will be your MC today. This morning, we celebrate the achievements of your whānau member, your friend or your colleague. A very warm welcome also to whānau and friends throughout Aotearoa and from across the globe viewing these proceedings by way of our live stream. And of course, before we get underway, some housekeeping. The wharepaku are located in the corridor behind where you're sitting, over by Louis' kiosk, by the entrance to the library. So look for somebody in a high-vis vest to guide you. If the fire alarm rings, please exit the hub in an orderly fashion and assemble in the Tim Beaglehole courtyard, just to my left. Make sure the entrances to the building are clear for emergency services. In the event of an earthquake, drop, cover and hold, ensuring your head and neck are protected. After the shaking stops, we'll make an assessment and give further instruction. Now, we encourage you to celebrate the achievements of your whānau, friend or colleague with waiata, haka, ngiri and karanga. Hoi anō. Please be mindful. E hara tēnei te matatini, so we don't need the whole bracket whānau. Nā reira kia poto, engari whakanuia, whakatairanga hia tō tamaiti, tō whanaunga, but again, not the whole bracket. Kia ora tātou. Graduates, when your name is called, please make your way directly to the Chancellor for a photo, and then you'll then move to receive your certificate and your taonga. Ka huri anai nei ki te manukura o te herenga waka. I would now like to introduce you to the Chancellor of Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington. Now, this is a role that dates back to the Middle Ages, when the first universities were established. The Chancellor is the chair of the University Council, which is the governing body responsible for setting the university's strategic direction. Nā reira, e te whakaminenga, nei rā te manukura o Te Herenga Waka. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor, John Allen.
E nā mana, e nā reo, e nā iwi, nā mātā waka o te motu. Koutou nā ākonga ki whakanuia i tēnei rā. Nau mai, haere mai, piki mai ki tēnei Hui Whakapūmau. Toia mai o koutou waka ki te Herenga Waka. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Kia ora tātou, ko John Allen tōku ingoa, and it's my very great privilege as Chancellor of Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, to welcome you all to this celebration. In welcoming you, I recognise Kingi Tahitia and the Kingitanga movement, and the extraordinary role they have played in both the protection of taonga and the culture of Māoridom and its resurgence. I recognise mana whenua, Te Aotearoa and Ngāti Toa Rangatira, for their kaitiaki, their care of this place, and their welcoming to all in this place. And I particularly recognise all of you who have come to celebrate. This is a celebration, and as has already been said, it's not matatini, but it's going to be damn close. So this is a time for singing, this is a time for crying joyous tears, this is a time to recognise our students, their work, their endeavour, the challenges they have faced, persevered and worked through, and the triumph that is represented by them being here today. It's an opportunity for us to salute whānau and friends and recognise the support that you have provided to them, because we all know that to succeed in this education endeavour requires a village, or given all the challenges of COVID, probably a small city. And I don't doubt that each of our students have looked for support from whānau and friends and have derived great strength from it. It's also an opportunity to acknowledge this extraordinary brains trust behind me, our Māori academics and the academic community of Te Herenga Waka. They're an incredible bunch. The knowledge they have is extraordinary. It's inherited, of course, through thousands of years of lived experience of multiple cultures across the globe. And they represent that knowledge, and they teach that knowledge, and they challenge our students, and they assist our students to be successful. And so I want to recognise them and the remarkable role they play. And it's also an opportunity for us to make a statement, a public statement, about the importance of universities, not just here in Poneke, but in Aotearoa, New Zealand, and in our world. Now, I know that many people think that universities are basically just old, dusty sort of academics that are sitting in large offices researching stuff that no one's ever heard of. But that's not this university. This university is a capital city university. This university is a university which brings together deep knowledge and students each year who are at the forefront of issues, contemporary issues relevant to them. And the alchemy in a university is the merging of those strands of inherited wisdom that are represented behind me, and the enthusiasms, the energy, and the vigour of each new generation of students, with their contemporary issues of climate, of housing, of whatever the issues might be, that they are bringing to this place. And in colliding, or I would say melding, because we don't sort of do collision here, but nonetheless, in colliding, that is where the magic of education actually occurs. So I want to say to you that in coming to this university, a university that is in the middle of the politics of this country, a university which is in the middle of the activism of this country, a university which is in the middle of the artistry and culture of this country, a university which is in the middle of the knowledge and aspiration and vision and international connection of this country, you have made a statement about the sort of person you want to be. You know, we've got lots of challenges. I've already rehearsed some of them. And we know that climate change and war are existential challenges as well. So we've got lots of challenges. And you can choose how to respond to them. But I want to say to you that as a Te Herenga Waka graduate, indifference is not a choice. Indifference is not the attitude that you have been taught, that has been imparted to you from our academic community. I know that because the obligation of a university is to teach you to think for yourself. I know indifference has not been taught because the obligation of a university is to teach you to research and analyse and reflect and come to decisions based on evidence. I know that indifference has not been taught because we have an obligation here to be critics and conscience of society. We take that seriously, and we expect our students to be critics and conscience of society as well. Now, you and I know that within the story of Māoridom and the challenge of Pākehā Māori relations, there is still an enormous lot of work to be done. Yes, there are green shoots. Yes, we have Matariki, we have Matatini. Yes, we have extraordinarily successful Māori business. Yes, we have graduates like the graduates that are appearing before us to graduate today. Yes, we have Te Reo, and it is being spoken more widely and more fluently. Yes, we have wānanga that have supported that. So there are elements that are prospering, and that is to be encouraged, and that is exciting, and this university is leaning into supporting those endeavours. But let's be very clear that there is a lot more to be done. And while the settlement processes are desirable and have created money and opportunity, therefore, for iwi, no one would suggest that money alone will restore mana. To restore mana will require political action and political decisions. And in that decision-making, there is going to be an awkward question asked. Sidney Moko-Mead, who, as you know, was a professor at this university, in 1982, which is quite a long time ago, but I can remember it, in 1982 spoke at a lecture in Wellington in the Turnbull Lecture Series. And in that lecture, Professor Mead raised this question. He said the question for Pākehā is the question whether they really do belong in this land, and if so, what rights they have to justify this. He actually put it more elegantly than that because I've missed out a word or two. But nonetheless, what rights they have to justify this. He was raising the elephant that is so often in the room. Now, I'm not going to answer that proposition, except Te Treaty, you might say, is going to be part of that answer. I'm not going to answer that here, but what I am going to say to you is that in coming to this university, Te Herenga Waka Victoria University of Wellington, you can expect academics to be researching that. You can expect people to be debating those questions. You can expect us to be in the public domain talking about these issues. And yes, they're controversial, and yes, they are difficult, but that is the purpose of a university. And what I want to say to our students is be brave. You need to lead into these hard issues, whether they affect Māoridom or whether they affect society as a whole or the world as a whole. You have an obligation with your education to lead those discussions and those debates. And we expect you to do it. It's not without risk, of course, it's not easy. But you can do it. I know you can because of the training you've received. And I know you can do it by writing. I know you can do it in the law if that's your discipline. I know you can do it by telling stories if you're in the English or filmmaking or theatre areas. I know you can do it through education by making our young people understand our history in a more compelling way. I know you can do it whichever discipline you have come from. And I want to encourage you to stand and be strong. And I'm going to stop, which you'll be pleased about, with a short poem. It's actually quite a long poem, but I'm taking a short extract from it. It was written by a chap called Glenn Colquhoun, who's a doctor in Auckland. And Glenn went up and spent some time with Ngāpuhi quite a few years ago, and he wrote a wonderful book of poetry called The Art of Standing Upright. What he was talking about is Māori-Pākehā relations and the art of standing upright here in Aotearoa. It was a few years ago. And he said this: the art of standing upright here is the art of standing on 2 feet. One is for holding on, the other is for letting go. I can see that really resonated, but let me tell you why I think it's important. Because to our graduates, I would say this: you need to stand. You can stand, and you can stand proud. In standing, you need to, with one leg, anchor yourself firmly in the heritage of your iwi, of your country, of the Māori nation, and of Aotearoa. You can and you should. But you also need to leverage off that leg to spring forward into the opportunities of the future, to embrace those opportunities and challenges, and to ensure that this country and Māori, particularly within this country, achieve to their future potential, which is remarkable and to which we all aspire. So with that thought, can I congratulate our graduates? Can I wish you all every success? This is a great day. It's a time for huge celebration. Nō reira tēnā koutou, kia ora mai, tēnā tātou katoa.
Speaking of standing, e nāianei ka huri tātou ki te wāhanga whakau I ngā tauira. Our Chancellor will now recognise the graduates as listed in the graduation program. Therefore, will all degrees, diplomas and certificate graduates please stand. Tauira mā, e tū.
This is an important part of the ceremony because it's when you actually sort of are recognised as a graduate. I, John Allen, Chancellor of Te Herenga Waka Victoria University of Wellington, would like to formally recognise the persons whose names are entered in the presentation of graduates, the degrees, diplomas and certificates there appearing, and confirm they have been admitted to these degrees, diplomas and certificates in this university. Congratulations to you all. As graduates, you may now put on your trenchers.
Taki noho. Graduates, please be seated. We now move on to honouring the graduates listed in the presentation of graduates. So each graduate will be called to the front to be congratulated, beginning with the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nick Smith, will read the doctoral summary. The Chancellor will congratulate these graduates as they come forward. Dr. Ben Walker, Ngāti Raukawa, Senior Lecturer in Management at the Wellington School of Business and Government, will announce each graduate and their iwi. Dr. Mike Ross, Senior Lecturer in Te Kawa a Māui, will present the certificates. Nate Rewiti will present taonga to the PhD graduate on behalf of Maiki Pōneke. Maiki Pōneke is part of an international network of Māori and Indigenous postgraduate students hosted by Ngā Pae o Te Maramatanga Centre of Research Excellence. My members come from a range of disciplines across the sciences, social sciences, humanities, law and architecture. The MY program provides advice, support and information to Māori and Indigenous PhD students. Harris Puanaki Devon no Ngai Tahu, me Ngāti Pikiao, Rāwako Taina, Ngaia, no Ngāpuhi, Taranaki, me Te Ātiawa, Tumuaki Takirua, o Ngai Tawira, the Māori Students Association, will present taonga to all graduates.
No mai, haere mai. No temeni me te ranga uku te puna, no paniki uku mātua. No tamaki makarau, aho kōranga toto tōku manunga, ko Nick Smith, tōku ingoa. As the Chancellor has just highlighted, there is an enormous potential and contribution and talent and energy and passion in this university. As our Deputy Vice-Chancellor Māori Raurinira Higgins and I have discussed, at Te Herenga Waka, the mooring place of waka, if you want to go far, you paddle your waka together. If you want to go fast, you paddle alone. And I have the great pleasure today of introducing our doctoral student who has paddled both far and fast, alone and with an enormous array of our community together. Universities have a fundamental role in enhancing knowledge, creativity and diverse ways of understanding the world. And research is very much one of those core contributions. Our doctoral graduates achieve academically at the very highest level, and their research has provided insights into some of the major questions that our society faces. As our Chancellor said, so those questions are increasingly existential, but having positive, optimistic, proactive answers is, I think, key for all our benefits. It's increasingly difficult in a contemporary world to separate expertise from opinion, yet these graduates have spent years doing exactly that. They can help us understand the past, the present, and possible futures. They bring independent thinking and makers who are actively engaged as global citizens. We are proud of what they've achieved with us. We are proud of what they will now do beyond their doctoral studies. The short citation that I'm going to share now gives only a glimpse of the impact and innovation of the work and doesn't do justice to the toil, to the dedication, to the energy, to the effort that has been put underpinning it. It does, however, show significant issues for our next generation of scholars, professionals, and teachers are pursuing. Hene rangi Mari Whenuki Kol, Ngāti Puri, Ngāti Whātua, and Ngāti Tahu. Ngā Tahu. Hene Whanaki Cole's research provides an explanation for the complex relational spaces that Māori doctoral students grapple with in academia, capturing not only the intellectual and cultural life worlds, but also the often silenced stories. Chancellor, I present Hene Rangi Mari Whanaki Cole to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education.
You'll notice that our new PhD has now moved to sit with the university staff. This acknowledges their academic achievement and welcomes them to the College of Academics. We now move on to honouring further graduates listed in the presentation of graduates. Kia ora.
Tēnā koutou katoa. Before we start calling the graduates forward, I'd like to let you know that we asked each of them to write a brief profile about themselves. In particular, we asked them to tell us a little bit about who they are and what their futures may hold. As I call the graduates forward, I'll acknowledge them by name and whakapapa and then read their profile. You will notice we also have representatives from the faculties who will congratulate the graduates. To congratulate our students from the Wellington Faculty of Architecture and Design Innovation, please welcome Professor Rod Barnett no Ngāti Raukawa. Will the Bachelor of Architectural Studies please come forward? No Tainui me Ngāti Porou, Mason Coleman Savage. Mason's journey through architectural studies is a product of where he is from, who he is, and who came before him. In particular, his family, the foundations of his passion, to which he wishes to express his utmost gratitude. Mason is currently working on the redevelopment of our marae precinct, the living part, and helping bring that vision to life. Ngāti toa rangatira, Ngāti Raukawa, Ngāti Ranginui, me Ngai Te Rangi, Jaquan Nin. Being inspired by her late grandfather, Dr. Buck Nin, Jaquan was intrigued by the relationship between tangata and whenua and how they related to urban design. Jaquan honours the example her parents provided of working hard and doing everything possible to put her on the path to greatness. She would like to attribute all her success to them. While working towards her degree, Jaquan completed her biggest achievement, becoming a māma. She would like to thank her in-laws for their continuing support and most importantly, her fiancé Semi and her daughter Lila for being her biggest motivation and encouragement, not just in her studies, but in her everyday life as well. Ngāti Raukawa ki te tonga, me Ngāti Toaranga tira, whatarangi winiata. Whatarangi would like to take this moment to thank his whānau and friends for their love and constant support through his tough times in his degree in architecture, as his success is not his alone, but for all his whānau, hapū and iwi. To congratulate our students from the Wellington School of Business and Government, please welcome the Dean, Professor Jane Bryson. Will the Masters of Professional Accounting please come forward? No Waikato, Ngāti Haua me Ngāpuhi, Briar Rose Boylan Caffrey. Mehe mea ka moimoi a ahau ko aua nake. Mehe mea ka moimoi a tātou ka taia e tātou. He mokopuna tēnei no Waikato Tainui, Ngāpuhi me Kuki Airani hoki. Briar would like to take this opportunity to firstly thank God. This journey would have been impossible without him. Additionally, she would like to make special mention to her Nana Ruth, her mama, papa, sisters and friends for their constant love and support throughout her master's studies. Briar has completed a bachelor's degree in theology and now a master's of professional accounting, and she is currently working at Deloitte in Hamilton as an auditor. No Ngāti Haua, Te Uri o Hau, Ngāti Maniapoto, Ngāpuhi, Waikato Tainui me Kuki Airani, Ngāti Puati ki Rarotonga, Naomi Boylan Caffrey. Naomi would like to take this opportunity to give praise and glory to God, for without him, this achievement wouldn't be possible. She also wants to thank all her whānau for their unconditional love and support, who believed in her and carried her when at times she felt defeated. A special thank you to her Nana Ruth, who financially supported her beyond measure, and to her parents Jane and Stan, for always motivating and inspiring her to do her best in her academic journey. The success of Naomi's graduation is all yours today. She also wants to thank her friends for their unwavering support throughout her studies. A huge mihi to her iwi for supporting her dreams with their financial support. Before closing, Naomi expresses her deepest gratitude, manaakitanga and aroha to her lecturers, academic staff and Pacifica student success. Thank you for supporting her throughout her academic journey here at Te Herenga Waka. Finally, one of Naomi's favorite Bible scriptures gives insight and guidance into her future. Deuteronomy 31:8. As she looks ahead in her future, she will remember that the Lord is with her always. Will the Master of Public Management please come forward? No ngā ruahine, Ngāti Kahungungu ki te Wairoa, me Ngāti Tūwharetoa, Miriama Henderson. Will the Bachelors of Commerce please come forward? No Ngāti Kahungungu ki te Wairoa me Ngāti Parau, Trey John Akuhata Christie. No Ngāti Kowhata, Eden Boys. Ka tūhu Māori e tēnei uri o Ngāti Kowhata o Hine Pare Te Hapu, ko Eden Boys tēnei. Eden is based in Perth, exploring modern business models, operating as an independent media marketer. She is currently building her portfolio before embarking on overseas travel. Eden is a visionary young woman who leans into and solves challenges with confidence, certainty, resilience, and compassion. Eden found her first years at university particularly challenging, and with COVID's persistence, led to a disconnect with her whānau. Eden is therefore enormously grateful for the hapori she became part of at Te Herenga Waka. She found her village. Eden would like to thank and acknowledge everyone who supported her on her journey, her whānau and friends, especially Tomasi Palu, the Jack Jeffs Foundation and the OBU Academy for creating the kaupapa to challenge and push her to strive for greatness. E hara taku toa I te toa takitahi, he toa takitini ke. Ngā mihi nui, ngā mihi mai oha ki a koutou katoa. No Ngāti Maniapoto, Ngāti Tara Tokanui, me Ngāpuhi, Te Rina Kiok. Te Rina has a strong passion for te reo Māori and has strived to complete her Bachelor of Commerce in te reo Māori. With the support from Liv Maihi, the Awhina team, her colleagues at Te Mātāwai, and her dearest flatmates, she was successful in achieving her goals here at the Herenga Waka. She wishes to acknowledge her teachers who inspired her to develop the skill set to complete her Bachelor of Arts, her diploma in Te Pīnakitanga o Te Reo Kairangi, and completing her translator's license. He mihi nui ki ona whānau, ona Hui Whakapūmau, tōna makau a te whatu manua me ona kura kaupapa Māori. Nā rātou I whakatakoto I te tūāpapa e tū tangata ai, e tū Māori ai ia. Kia rongo ai te ao I tōna mauri, hiki nuku ki tangiangi tū, hiki rangi ki tai ātia. Tapuika tūhaurangi me tokelau, unique kitiseni. Unique would like to take this opportunity to thank her whānau and friends for their love and constant support throughout her studies, as her success would not be possible without them. After several years of balancing mahi and studies, Unique has finally graduated with a Bachelor of Commerce with a double major in Management and Māori Resource Management. Will the postgraduate certificate in public management please come forward? Nō Tainui, Jackie Late. Ko taupiri te maunga, ko Tainui te waka, ko kāwhia te moana, ko Waikato te awa, ko Ngāti hi kairo, me Ngāti wairere ngā hapū, ko Tainui te iwi, ko Jackie ia. Ko tana tūranga mahi, kei roto tonu I ngā mahi o urban planning, e noho ana ia ki Muriwai. Ka mihi nui atu ki tana whānau I tautoko mai ia I roto I ngā tau, a e tautoko tonu ana. Ka mihi nui ki te rangatira me te kaitohu a Hayley Fitchett I tautoko mai ana I roto I ana akoranga I roto I te ao public management hoki. Tāwhiti rawa tau haerenga ake te kore haere tonu, nui rawa au mahi te kore mahi nui tonu. Hei whakanui ia tohu whainga, ngā mihi rā kia koutou. To congratulate our students from the Wellington Faculty of Education, please welcome the Head of School of Education, Associate Professor Mere Skerritt, no Ngai Tahu, Ngāti Maniapoto, Ngāti Pikiao, me Ngāti Pūkeko. Will the Master of Educational Psychology please come forward? Georgina Joseph Tua. Georgina descends from ngā rangatira o te waka taunga o Takitumu me te waka te mātātua. She gives glory and honour to God for the abundant blessings that He has given her to reach this milestone. She would also like to take this opportunity to honour her parents for providing her learning opportunities that allow her to grow and flourish. Georgina wishes to acknowledge her husband and especially her four tamariki for giving her the space, time and energy to pursue studying again. Georgina also gives thanks to her classmates, work colleagues, all whānau, especially her brothers and sisters in Christ, who earnestly prayed for and with her. Thank you for your unwavering support. Without each and every one of you on this journey, success would not be possible. It is not an I, but a we, because we made it, whānau. Will the Master of Teaching and Learning Primary please come forward? No ngā tahinga ngā titipa me Waikato Tainui, Venice Clark. Raised between te tauihu o te waka a Māori and Wainui o Mata, Venice is proud to stand before her whānau and friends to receive her tohu today. This year marks 10 years of successes overcoming many of life's challenges. Venice arrived at Te Herenga Waka in 2015 as a single parent to pursue her teaching career. Venice graduated her BA in Education at Te Reo Māori in 2018 and today receives that teaching degree she set out for. Venice acknowledges those who are no longer with us, who we hold in our hearts. Venice would like to thank her whānau and friends again. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible. Te wānanga o Aotearoa, soka kakai, nam mioho renge kio, te kawa a Māui, the stronghold, āwhina, Ngāti Pōneke, te whānau o te Herenga Waka, ngā puna waiora, te kura o Ōtaki, Taitonga 41. He toa taki tini. Sis, son, mum, my nieces, my nephews, my cousins, this one's for you. Whaia te pai tāwhiti kia tata. Whakamaua kia tina, haumie, huie, tai ki e. No Ngāti Maniapoto me Ngāti Awa, Emma Haves Jonathan. Emma would like to take this opportunity to thank her whānau and friends for supporting her throughout her studies and to acknowledge her loved ones who are not able to be here. Her success would not be possible without them, and she is forever grateful that they continue to stick by her through all the tears, rants, and late nights. Emma is currently working at Tawa Intermediate as a full-time kaiako. She strongly acknowledges the importance of nurturing our young Māori tauira and aspires to ensure that Māori student success is widely celebrated and recognised. Will the Graduate Diploma in Teaching Primary please come forward? Hemanthi Gunawarna. Hemanthi would like to thank her family and friends for their love and constant support throughout her studies, especially her husband, Pushan. Thank you for being her pillar of strength and being there for her in the most challenging year of her life. Hemanthi wouldn't be where she is today without you, and she cannot thank you enough. Hemanthi should thank her parents, even though they are not here today, but she knows she always had their blessings. Tears of joy, a certificate in her hand, feelings of pride, and a sense of satisfaction. It all feels worthwhile. Hemanthi is finally here, living her dream. To congratulate our students from the Wellington Faculty of Health, please welcome Associate Professor Clive Aspin, no Ngāti Maru, Ngāti Whanaunga, me Ngāti Tamatera. Will the Master of Nursing Science please come forward? No Kaitahu, Ngāti Tau, Ngāti Moamoa, Ngāti Apa, me Ngā Paui, Evelyn Lefebvre. Evelyn would like to take this opportunity to thank her friends and whānau for their love and constant support throughout her master's studies, as without you her success would not be possible. Evelyn is currently working in the intellectual disability field in Christchurch. Will the Bachelor of Health please come forward? No Tapuika, Waitaha Ahei, Ngāti Pikiao, me Nate Koro, Nai, Vikotha, Melaine, Ronaki. Nai is proudly of Māori and Fijian whakapapa and was born and raised in the rohe of Tapuika. After completing her undergraduate studies, Nai is now undertaking a Masters of Health while working at Te Whatuora on a Māori co-governance digital health rōpū. Nai is committed to shaping our public sector through policy to strengthen the relationships and outcomes that impact whānau and communities. Nai's achievements have been made possible by the enduring support and love from her whānau and friends. She would like to especially acknowledge the mana wahine in her life, most importantly, her mum and her sister Ma. To congratulate our students from the Wellington Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, please welcome the Head of School of Te Kawa a Māui, Dr. Awanui Te Huia, no Ngāti Maniapoto me Tūhoi. Will the Master of Arts please come forward? No Raukawa me Ngāti Hako, Suzanne Collins. Suzanne currently resides in Gisborne with her whānau, managing their farm. Suzanne affiliates to Ngāti Motai Hapu, and her thesis was centred around Ngāti Motai's traditions, whakapapa, tikanga, and sites of significance, and in particular her marae, ringa ringa. Suzanne has been a trustee for her marae for the past 6 years and wishes to express her utmost gratitude to all past and present trustees, and is immensely grateful to the whānau who agreed to be part of her thesis. Their invaluable contributions, together with hapu aspirations to rebuild their marae and re-establish their identity as a hapu, was such a special, personal and inspiring part of the journey for her. Suzanne would like to acknowledge and thank the following people for their unwavering love and support: Auntie Dawn and Uncle Joe Glenn, Grant Thompson, Koro Jimmy Clare and Uncle Jimmy Ngati, Dr. Maria Barge, Dr. Chelsea Grootveld, Antoine Coffin, the staff of Te Kawa a Māori, Brian Tunui, Laura Kamau, Samantha Nepe, her sister-in-law Marquini McKercher, and sister Lavender Collins, and lastly her beautiful whānau, Wilson and Edia Isaac. Her thesis was written in particular for her son, so he does not forget who he is. E tama kia mau nei, kia whakamana nei, e ngā tikanga o ngā tupuna. No Ngāti Tū Kōrehe, Marlon Moala Knox. Will the Master of Indigenous Studies please come forward? No te au pauri, te Ātiawa, Ngāti Pikiao me Ngāti Ranginui, Reuben Shepherd Wipiti. Having grown up in Australia, Reuben and his husband returned home. Unsure what to do, Reuben decided this was the perfect opportunity to reconnect with whānau and his taha Māori through study. Completing his undergraduate in 2021 and now his master's, Reuben would like to thank whānau, friends and his iwi for their unwavering support and constructive advice. Will the Master of Philosophy, Politics and Economics please come forward? Joseph Brody. Joseph would like to thank his whānau and partner for all their continuous aroha and support. Will the Master of Political Science please come forward? No Ngaitahu me Kāti Māmoe, Charlotte Yvette. Charlotte started her Master of Political Science part-time pre-COVID and completed her qualification last year, much to the relief of her whānau and friends. She is immensely grateful to her husband and children for their unwavering love and support throughout her studies. Will the Bachelor of Arts with Honours please come forward? No Ngāti Toa Rangatira, Ngāti Raukawa, me Te Ātiawa, Fiona McKnight. Fiona has completed undergraduate and honours degrees while working full-time. She would like to thank her friends and whānau for their constant support. In particular, she would like to thank her partner, Tifan, for encouraging her to take up postgraduate study and for supporting her in her academic journey. Will the Bachelor of Music with Honours please come forward? No Ngāti Awa, Devon Fowles. Devon would like to take this opportunity to thank their friends and whānau for their aroha and support throughout their studies. Special acknowledgement goes to Devon's mum, their partner Morgan, their violin teacher Martin, their best friend Kai, and to all the amazing people they've met and worked with throughout their time at Te Herenga Waka. Devon has finally graduated with a Bachelor of Music with Honours and is the first person in their family to graduate university. Devon would like to share that today is a testament to the fact that you should never let your limitations, your disadvantages, or your adversities hold you back. Will the Bachelors of Arts please come forward? No Ngaitahu, Te Āti Haunui a Pāpārangi me Te Ātiawa, Emily Beansley Dick. Emily would like to take this opportunity to thank her dad, David, for his encouragement and contributions in and out of her academic journey, and a huge thanks and appreciation to her mum, Trish, for her ongoing and endless support, patience, and aroha. Emily dedicates her achievements to them and has the utmost gratitude towards them for making her the wahine she is today. No Ngāti Kahungungu ki Wairoa me Te Rarawa, Ella Beatty. Ella would like to thank her whānau, especially her grandparents Erueda, Makere, Rex and Sue, her parents Jane and Tony, her sisters Mai and Violet, her big bro Declan, her uncle Matt and auntie Panis, and her best friend Bailey for their aroha and awhina all her life and throughout her time studying. Following her studies, Ella has begun working here at Te Herenga Waka as part of the awhina team. She is excited and privileged to be working with and supporting Māori students completing their degrees. In the future, she hopes to continue contributing to mahi for kaupapa that uplifts the tangata whenua o Aotearoa.
Tui, 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 tui.
Ngāti Kahungungu ki te Wairoa, me Ngāti Ranginui, Michaela Cooper. Michaela would like to take this opportunity to thank her mum, dad and sisters for believing in her journey, as well as her partner and whānau for their love and constant support throughout her life. She would not be where she is now without them. Michaela is currently working at Arapautama Aotearoa, the Department of Corrections, and is pursuing her love for helping people and making a change for Māori within the justice sector. No tapuika me Ngāti Kahu, Jarman Costa. Jarman would like to take this opportunity to express how lucky she feels. Every day is filled with an abundance of love, support and happiness. She would like to give a special mention to her dad and her nan, who are with us today in spirit. Jarman is especially thankful that she gets to continue experiencing them through the people who knew them best. She is grateful for the opportunity to attend university and all that has come with it. Jarman would like to end with a big thank you, and she wishes everyone here the very best of days ahead. No te arawa whānui, Ngāti tū wharetoa, Waikato Tainui, te āti haunui a Pāpārangi, Ngāti Toa Rangatira me Kaitahu, Harris, Devon. He uri o ngā pūmanawa e waru, he uri o te awa tupua, he uri whakaheke o te rohe pōtai. Born in the Hāti Taumaru Nui, my degree is a love letter to my whānau whānui. I thank my parents for always supporting me culturally, academically, and also financially. Additionally, ka tuku mihi ki te hunga o puanga, ki aua momo tōtara kua hinga, ki aua whetū e piata tāna ki te rangi, ki ngā pikitia o te paitara. Ka whai ahau i te ara takahanga waiwai o tua whakarere i te whakatakotohia e oku auntie mā, uncle mā, whānau mā. no ngā rauru me ngā puhi, te aroha tupu. It seems like just yesterday that I drove up to Victoria University to embark on an exciting adventure. Thank you to my mother for always supporting me and being there for me over the past 3 years. It's been a crazy ride. You and Simon have fostered confidence and passion in me to work hard and pursue my dreams with no boundaries. I appreciate the times you both took to care for Kāhui so I could study. I am so lucky to have you both. I would also like to thank my sister for flying over from Australia. It means the world to me to have you here to celebrate this achievement with me. No Ngāti Whātua, Hannah Higginson. Ko te mihi tuatahi he mihi ki ngā tūpuna, nā rātou I whakatakoto te ara hei hīkoinga mā tātou ngā uri. Hannah wants to thank her whānau for their immense love and support. She's so grateful to be your daughter, granddaughter, sister and auntie. A further big mihi to Berrigan House for keeping it real, maybe too real at times, and to John for everything. Hannah wants to thank her friends, especially the ones who made her speak Māori when she felt like she couldn't. Me kore ake koutou ia ia. He mihi anō ki ngā pūkenga o te whare wānanga nei, tēnā rawātu koutou. Since graduating, Hannah has been lucky enough to start working for Te Kawa a Māui and has also continued her work teaching Te Reo Māori classes for Ka Puhi Puhi Wellington Uni Professional. This year she is working with Mana Tū Aorere, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, to deliver their Reo program. She is looking forward to continuing with postgraduate study next year. No rangitāne, ngā wairiki Ngāti Apa me te arawa, Jasmine Hina. Jasmine's calling began when her kuia told her to change her degree before starting university, noting it has been the best decision she has ever made. Jasmine credits her tohu to her whānau and friends who have been a big factor in her walking the stage today. She would like to take this opportunity to remember those who are no longer here, her kuia Judy Hina, Koro Jim and Nan Margaret. Kei tōna ngākau koutou e noho ana. Jasmine aspires to become the next Tina Parau in understanding and creating spaces for kaitiakitanga to lead the way in which our natural environment is being managed. She is now working at the Ministry for the Environment, transitioning treaty settlements into the new resource management system. No Ngāti Kahungungu ki Wairarapa me Pōtangaroa, Nikita Jordan. Although Nikita is the first in her whānau to graduate university straight after high school, she has followed in her whānau's hard-working footsteps. Nikita would like to take this opportunity to thank her friends, partner and whānau for their aroha and constant support throughout the long journey of getting her degree. Originally, Nikita enrolled in a double major in criminology and psychology with a minor in linguistics after being inspired from a mini lecture during high school. She then changed her mind to health psychology after realizing syntax tree jokes weren't her thing. No te tauihu o te waka a Māori, Jackson Lacey. Jackson wishes to honour those who have passed. His tipuna Henare Te Kehu, his kuia Nita Joan Patchett, and his father John Lacey. It is because of them that he is here today, the first uri of his kuia to graduate university. He also wishes to honour those present and honour the future, with thanks to his mother Diana and his partner Kate. They are the ones who are inspiring him now as he pursues a Masters in Indigenous Studies, a career making the world a better place, and a life lived with aroha. No Ngāti Kauwhata me Ngāti Tū Kōrehe, Brianna Lawton. Brianna would like to take this time to thank her siblings for their unwavering faith and support, and her parents for consistently being the rock and stability she needed to complete her studies. Knowing that her family would always trust that she'd land on her feet, she switched from a law degree to something that felt more true to what she wanted to achieve out of life. Brianna has graduated with a double major in psychology and criminology, and currently works within the criminal justice sector, much like many of her whānau. Using her education, Brianna plans to further advance within her career path in the hopes of aiding more equitable outcomes for all. Ngāti Pro, Aitutaki me Alofi, Hine Matererangi, Maki Pāsene. Hine Matererangi is the youngest child and only daughter. She is the first in her family to complete a bachelor's degree. Her efforts would mean nothing without the love and support from her friends and whānau, with special acknowledgements to her mum, dad, and big brothers Arapeta and Hone. She is graduating with a degree in Māori Resource Management, minoring in psychology, and plans to use her education to make a positive impact on her community. There are no words that can truly express her gratitude. However, Matere hopes her future career will reflect her appreciation. No Te Rarawa, Ashley McGregor. Ashley would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge her whānau, friends and kaiako for their constant love and support. Anei a na kupu mihi, kei oku toka a kina tai kua tai mai a tinana a wairua hoki, nei rā te mihi nui kia koutou. Kei ngā punani o te reo, I reo mai ai ahau nā koutou, e mihi atu nei. Nā koutou te aroha mo te reo, I whakatipu ki roto I ahau, ka nui te mihi. Ashley would like to give special mention to her beautiful mum for always believing in her. Ashley has finally graduated with a Bachelor of Arts, with a triple major in Te Reo Māori, Pacific Studies and Health Promotion. Her gratitude goes out to her whānau and friends for their endless support on this lengthy 5-year journey. Lucky for them, the journey isn't over yet. Ashley is pursuing a Masters in Indigenous Study this year, with hopes of further postgraduate study in the future. No Te Ātiawa, Ngāti Toa me Ngāti Raukawa, Kaylin Morgan. Kaylin initially started her studies at the University of Otago, attending for 2 years, before transferring to Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington to complete her degree. After changing her degree from a Bachelor of Science to a Bachelor of Arts, Kaylin discovered her passion for education, leading her to graduate with a major in educational psychology. Kaylin is applying the skills and knowledge from her degree to her current job, working at the Ministry of Education. She'd like to thank her friends, whānau, iwi and teachers for their support on her journey. Luke Pierce. Luke would like to acknowledge and thank his sisters Rebecca and Emily, who are here with us today. He would also like to take a moment to remember his dad Bill and his mum Moira. No Ngāti Kahungungu, Ngāti Pro, Ngāti Kuia, Rangitāne me Ngāti Raukawa, La Kepa Niue me Vaipuna Samoa, Noho Kainga, Pule Kautaha Lai. Tū mai te whare o Kahungungu e. Born and raised in Wainui o Mata, Noho Kainga carries the mana of her whānau and the names of her tūpuna. After a few obstacles, she has finally completed her degree. She now works as the administrator at Puke Atua Kohanga Reo. She acknowledges the many sacrifices of her parents, Ernest and Aperira, Pule Kautaha Lai, who worked long hours so that their children would never miss out on any opportunity in life. She thanks them for giving her the gifts she needed to fly. She looks forward to continuing her Reo Māori journey, as well as one day becoming the world champion of public speaking for Toastmasters. She dedicates her degree to her daughter, Leila Te Piripoho, as a reminder that there are no barriers we cannot rise above, and to her late brother, Corey Augustine Harrington, Pule Kautaha Lai, taku iti raukura, e moi e ka huri te ao. No Ngāti Toa Rangatira, Ngāti Koata, me Ngāti Kahungungu ki Wairoa, Lillian Roberts. Lily is graduating today with majors in Māori Resource Management and Art History. Lily would love to take this opportunity to thank her friends and whānau for their uncompromising love and constant support throughout her studies, as her success would not be possible without them. She wishes to express her utmost gratitude to her friends and family that have supported her in this academic journey. It was a hard 3 years, and your unwavering care has been key to getting her here today. She aspires to move into a world of caring for taonga in museum spaces and upholding our history through these treasures. Lily is now working at the Māori Education Trust, supporting tauira on their own academic journeys, and she has big dreams on her horizon. No Ngāti Putanga, Ngāti Pro Hakupu, me Nuei, Chelsea Te Awhe Raston.
Whakahihi a nei tāu whakatutuki ai ki roto i tō tātou whare
And here is Chelsea's message that she'd like to share. He wiwi he Ngāti no pōtiki rua ki Waiapu no te hapu o Ngāti Putanga. Kua roa tēnei e tatari ana ki tēnei rā. Me kore ake taku whānau, kua tae ki te rangi nei. Kei aku pau toko manawa, tēnā koutou katoa. Kei aku kuru paunamu, a hine whitiora me te raukura rangi, ko tēnei tohu he takoha kia kōrua, hei hāpai i te huarahi mātauranga. He aroha mutunga kore e aku hani. Chelsea is a proud wahine Māori who is passionate about the success of our people in the education system. Also graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce, no Ngāti Tū Kōrehe me Muaupoko, Nicole Wilson. Nicole would like to take this opportunity to thank her whānau and friends for their love and constant support throughout her studies, particularly her parents, Joe and Stephen, and siblings Joshua and Maya. She dedicates her degree to her grandparents who inspired her to strive for greatness and be the best she can be. As Nicole reconnected with her culture and embraced her Māori heritage, she acknowledges the encouragement and support she receives from Ngai Tauira. She would also like to thank the OBU Academy, who inspired, encouraged and guided Nicole throughout her studies and sporting achievements. To mention some of the achievements Nicole has accomplished at Te Herenga Waka, she was selected in the Student Academy for 3 years for Old Boys University Rugby Club, has represented Victoria University at tertiary nationals for both rugby sevens and basketball, and has been an executive member of Ngai Tauira focusing on hauora. Nicole is continuing her passion and love for helping Tauira and is currently working at NZQA focusing on learner wellbeing and safety for tertiary students. Will the Bachelor of Communication please come forward? No Ngāti Tūwhare Toa, Ngāti Pro, me Ngāti Pāhau Wera, Te Rina Pro Alice. Te Rina would like to take the opportunity to thank her iwi, hapu and whānau, as without their unwavering support, her success would not be possible. She would also like to take the opportunity to thank her mother Tina for constantly reaffirming to her that whakapapa was a superpower that could get her through anything. Graduating with a Bachelor of Communications majoring in Media Studies, Te Rina is now working as a project coordinator at the Tūwhare Toa Māori Trust Board. the diplomas in Māoritanga please come forward? No Ngāti Maniapoto, Tūhei Young. Ngā mihi nui to all my whānau and those who have supported me over the journey. Thank you for all your aroha, and I know you all will be with me on my further studies at Te Herenga Waka. To congratulate our students from the Faculty of Law, please welcome Reader Māmari Stevens, no Te Rarawa. Will the Bachelors of Laws please come forward? Also graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce, no Te Atiawa me Ngāti Raukawa, Anna O'Carroll Nicholson. Anna is graduating with a double degree, Bachelor of Laws and Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in Management and Marketing. Anna would like to take this opportunity to thank her whānau for their awhi and aroha throughout her studies. She shares the whakatauki, e hara taku toa I te toa takitahi, engari he toa takitini. Anna would like to thank her dad, mum, koro, siblings, aunties, uncles and cousins for being here today to support and share this achievement. Also graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce, no Te Āti Haunui a Pāpārangi, Ngāti Whakauwe me Ngāpuhi, Melissa Tāhere. Melissa is graduating with a Bachelor of Laws and a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in Human Resource Management and Employment Relations. She dedicates her degrees to her parents, whose unwavering love, support and sacrifices offered her every opportunity in the world and allowed her to dream big. E hara taku toa I te toa takitahi, engari he toa takitini. She wishes to acknowledge her sister who paved the way, her brother who kept her humble, and her friends for their support throughout the last 5 years. To her ngā rangahautira whānau and MPI, thank you for making OGB 234 a home away from home. Melissa is now working at a law firm and completing her professional studies to be admitted as a solicitor at the end of the year. Her next challenge will be to focus on reclaiming her reo Māori. Also graduating with the Bachelor. Also graduating with the Bachelor of Arts, no tarara me kōtirana, Lachlan Ewing. Lachlan would like to acknowledge that this achievement belongs to his ever supportive whānau. Tēnā koutou to Lachlan's grandparents, Colin, Nell, George and Olga, and to his parents, Rob and Joanne. Waihoki, anā mihi mai oha to all the teachers along the way, from Mangawhai Beach School to Te Herenga Waka. Special thanks to Whaia Mā Paikia at Rodney College. Nau te pūkenga tuatahi te reo mō tēnei tama. Lachlan has recently started working at Crown Law and looks forward to being admitted to the bar in September. Also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, no Ngāti Raukawa ki te Tonga, Beth Murfitt. Kei ona pau whirinaki ko tona whaia matua tuakana whaiaipo e tona whānau katoa, mei kore ake o koutou tautoko mai. To her pillars of support, her mum, dad, older sister, partner, grandparents and whole family, it is because of your endless support and love that she stands here today. Aroha mutunga kore. Beth was raised and did all her schooling in Napier, Hawke's Bay. At Te Herenga Waka, she has completed a Bachelor of Laws and a Bachelor of Arts, majoring in Te Reo Māori and minoring in Māori Studies and International Relations. She would like to thank her friends throughout uni and whānau of Ngā Rangahautira for all the laughs and support. Beth has started working at a law firm and is continuing her Reo Māori studies at Te Pīnakitanga ki Te Reo Kairangi at Te Wānanga o Aotearoa. Also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, no Ngāti Hine, Natalie Walsh. Natalie would like to take this opportunity to thank her whānau for their love and endless support. She would especially like to thank everyone from Ngā Rangahautira, without whom she would not be here today. Graduating with degrees in law, politics and international relations, Natalie is now working at the Environment Court. Also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, no Te Arawa me Tūhaurangi Ngāti Wahiao, Saskia Weston. Saskia would like to acknowledge the constant support and aroha she has received from whānau and friends. Her success would not have been possible without them. Today, Saskia's whānau are also thinking of her mum, Tracy, who passed away in 2010, but told Saskia's dad he had to get the kids to university. Well done, Dad. After graduating with a conjoint degree in law and development studies, Saskia is now working as a foreign policy officer at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade. No Ngāti Tūwharetoa, Ngāti Kahungungu ki here taunga, me ngai tahu, Dusky Rose Tāwhai. When Dusky Rose started at university, an advisor told her that studying law would be too hard and too time-consuming for her. Naturally, she ignored the advice, signed right on up and never looked back. Yes, law is hard, and yes, it is time-consuming, but it is not impossible. It requires a level of dedication and sacrifice. Dusky Rose sacrificed many parties, birthdays, and tangihana. She lost sleep, mental health, and most importantly, time with her loved ones to be where she is today. Despite these sacrifices and the preconceived expectations of her by strangers, Dusky Rose was able to complete her law degree while simultaneously making lifelong friends, meeting the love of her life, having a surprise baby to him early on in her degree, starting a full-time job and buying a whare with her whānau. She would like to thank her iwi for the financial support, her ngā rangahautira tuakana for the guidance, her grandparents for keeping her grounded, her household for always caring for and loving her son like he was their own, her auntie and uncle for taking her in when she had nowhere else to live for a month, her friends for being a shoulder, her partner for catching all of the tears, her son for the purpose, and her entire whānau, but especially her four parents, for believing in her when she doubted herself, holding her together when she felt like it was too much, and always clapping for her. This day is for them as much as it is for her. She hopes she has made them proud. No Ngāti Tū Wharetoa me Ngāti Maniapoto, Jessica Te Huia. Jessica would like to take this opportunity to thank all her friends and whānau for their love and constant support throughout her studies. She is currently working in the role of Kaitohutohu Matua Kaupapa Mana Wahine at Manatū Wahine. to congratulate our students from the Wellington Faculty of Science, please welcome from the School of Biological Sciences, Professor David Ackerley, no Ngai Te Rangi. Will the Masters of Environmental Science please come forward? No Waikato Maniapoto, Ngāti Apakura, Paurahui, Ngāti Raukawa ki te Kaukauroa o Pā te Tere, te whānau a Karuwai ki Ngāti Pro, me Ngāti Whakauwe, Ngā Pera Keegan. Ngā Pera would like to take this opportunity to thank her whānau for their love and support throughout her education, to her mātua Ari and Te Taka for nurturing her in te reo Māori, tikanga Māori, and within te ao Māori through kohanga reo, kura kaupapa and wharekura before embarking on her tertiary studies. She would also like to express her gratitude to her aunties, uncles, nannies and koro, especially Nanny Reen and Auntie Minnie, who are here today and have been here for her from the beginning. Lastly, she could not have completed this degree if it weren't for her partner Maimoa, who has continuously encouraged and supported her throughout the years, especially during their time here in Wellington and during her hapūtanga in trimester 3 with their new pēpi, Maniawai. It was because of all her whānau that Ngā Pera was able to graduate with a Master of Environmental Science. Nō reira, ngā mihi aroha kia koutou katoa. Will the Bachelors of Science with Honours please come forward? Nō rongo mai wahine me Ngāti Kahungungu ki here taunga, Finley Johnson. Finn is humbled to graduate in front of his Te Rito, Johnson and Wallace whānau, whose manaki and loving support over the years has made everything possible. Finn is currently 3 years into doctoral research that explores Māori well-being and is a member of the clinical psychology program. He aspires to contribute to and serve his communities of Te Mahia and Ōmahu, as well as Te Ao Māori more broadly, through working in the areas of health and education. He continues the academic legacies of his uncle Joe Te Rito, Auntie Daphne Luke, and Koro Richard Johnson. Utaina Ōmahu, tihei rongo mai wahine. te Rarawa, Zane Rawson. Zane would like to take this opportunity to thank his whānau, partner and supervisor for their love and constant support throughout his studies, as his success would not be possible without them. Zane finished his honours with a focus on Indigenous AI and is currently continuing his research while completing his Masters. Will the Bachelors of Science please come forward? Also graduating with the Bachelor of Arts, no Waikato me Ngāti Maniapoto, Gemma Guinea. Ko taku mihi mihi ki toku whānau me oku hoa katoa mō ā rātou aroha, manaakitanga me tautoko. Gemma is grateful to her mother, Erica Gregory, who is an inspiration to her. Gemma's wide-ranging interests are reflected in her subject choices. With determination and support from whānau and friends, Gemma has graduated with conjoint degrees in science and arts, majoring in geology, classical studies, and te reo Māori. Whai a te iti kahurangi, ki te tuohu koe, me he maunga teitei. Seek the treasure that you value most dearly. If you bow your head, let it be to a lofty mountain. No kaitahu kāti māmoe me Waitaha, Inea Clark. Inea would like to express her gratitude to her whānau, friends, uni staff and her iwi for their guidance and support throughout this haerenga, and to acknowledge her tipuna and those who have passed away during this time. She would also like to share an abridged quote from J.R.R. Tolkien's The Two Towers that has been of great comfort during this time of upheaval. But in the end, it's only a passing thing, this shadow. Even darkness must pass. A new day will come, and when the sun shines, it'll shine out the clearer. Aoraki matatu. No Ngāti Pro me te aitanga a Hauiti, Brianna Hindmarsh. Brianna is proudly from Ngāti Pro and passionate about coastal environments, which naturally led her to complete a major in marine biology. She would like to thank her whānau for their amazing support throughout her studies. Brianna is currently completing a graduate program at the Ministry for Primary Industries and hopes to pursue a career in fisheries once completing the program. No ngai tā manuhiri, Ngāti Pāhauwera, Ngāti Awa, me te whānau a kai, Kelburn Campus. E hihia a Kelburn te tuku whakamanawa atu ki tōna whānau, ki ona iwi, ki tōna kohanga reo, ki tōna kura aho matua, me ona hoa anō hoki, nā tā rātou kaha ki te tautoko i aia i tōna haerere i te wao nui o te herenga waka. Mei kore rātou, mei kore tōna raukuratanga i tēnei rā. Ka mutu, kei te tuku mihi a Kelburn ki ona pūkenga katoa, mai tōna tautuatahi ki tōna tautuatoru. Ngā kai pupuru o te mātauranga, ko koutou kei runga. Ko tōna wawata ka taia Kalan ki taua taumata kaiako. No Ngāti Kahungu ki te Wairoa, Sophia Newsom. Sophia would like to take this opportunity to thank Daryl, her papa, Jane, her mama, as well as Hugo and Vinny, her tūngāne, for their love and support throughout her studies. Sophia's success, growth and resilience would not be possible without them. Sophia is graduating with a Bachelor of Science, majoring in Environmental Studies and Religious Studies, and enjoyed the intersection of these subjects in Te Ao Māori. Sophia would like to also directly thank Ocean Mercia, Amanda Thomas, Vokia Abrahamsa, Sarah Belcher, Rick Weiss, and Jeff Chawton for their support, knowledge, and guidance during Sophia's academic journey. While the degree took 4 years, Sophia had surgery for a congenital heart defect in 2022. Sophia only wanted to get back to study during this time, and is why this graduation is so significant to her. Sophia worked at Victoria Kids in 2021 to 2022 as an ECE reliever. This was also a significant highlight. Sophia is now studying at Te Kunenga ki Pūrehuroa, Massey University, towards a graduate diploma of learning and teaching primary. She aims to constructively intertwine what she has learnt into the classroom. No ngai tai ki tāmaki, Ngāti Maru Hauraki, Ngāti Pāwa, Waikato Tainui, Ngāti Hei, Ngāti Pro, Rongo Whakaata, Te Aitanga a Māhaki, Rongo Mai Wahine me Ngāti Kahungungu, Isabella Penrose. Isabella would love to take this opportunity to express her gratitude towards her friends and whānau, especially her mum Lynette and nanny Ngaire. She also wants to express her thanks towards her flatmates who struggled through COVID together and helped Isabella through many periods of stress. No Te Arawa me Ngāti Pro, Sfax Pereniki. Sfax would like to take this opportunity to express her utmost gratitude to friends and whānau that have supported her in this academic journey, especially her close friends here today. Her success would not be possible without them. After a bumpy start in multiple psychology papers, she has finally graduated with a bachelor's in psychology. Many thanks go to her family and friends for their unwavering support and persistent ultimatums. No Ngāti Pro, Ngāpuhi, Ta whānau āpanui me tūhoi, mei ana waititi rangiwai. Mayana would like to take this opportunity to say a big mihi nui to all her friends and whānau who have supported her throughout her academic journey. To Mum and Dad, aroha nui kia kōrua for providing the foundations to which she has built her life, and to her siblings for balancing the stresses of studying with gut-hurting laughs. To Mayana's nannies and papas, without your love and dedication to pave the way for their whānau, and to overcome many boundaries that were in place for Māori, she is forever grateful. Through all this love and encouragement, Mayana has graduated with a Bachelor of Science, majoring in psychology, and is employed with the Department of Corrections. E hara taku toa I te toa takitahi, engari ke he toa takitini. Kia ora. No Ngāpuhi, Rianne Tarau. Rianne was raised in Porirua and is the first in her family to graduate. She would like to thank her whānau and friends for their ongoing support, love, and most of all, putting up with a stressful Rianne for the past 3 years. Rianne has completed a Bachelor of Science degree majoring in ecology and biodiversity. She's thankful for all the opportunities she's had at university, from volunteering, co-founding a science club, being a biology MPI tutor, a tauira dohi, and Māori student ambassador. This has given her skills that she will use in the future. No Ngāti Maniapoto, Maya Whirik. Maya would like to take this opportunity to thank her whānau for their incredible support over the past few years, especially her mama, who is her main inspiration, and her opa, who couldn't be here today. Ngā mihi nui kia koutou.
It is a tradition at this university that the last of the formal speeches is given by one of our newest graduates. Ai whānau, kua tata mutu. Hui anō, the address, given on behalf of all the graduates, is delivered by a student who has stood out in their time at Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, by exemplifying the qualities we seek to instil in our graduates. So today's address will be given by Whatarangi Winiata. Ngāti Raukawa, ki te tonga me Ngāti Toa Rangatira. During his time here, Whatarangi has been the recipient of a Tai Honua scholarship, has worked for Āwhina as a tauira rauhi, and in 2022 was one of 2 Wellington School of Architecture students sponsored by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Māori to attend the Living Future New Zealand Rā Kai Ora Wellington course. Whatarangi has graduated today with a Bachelor of Architectural Studies. Please welcome Whatarangi.
Kei tikanga te ngā kupu, te mō tētā take kuia a Erenora Tarotoa, he wāhi aku kōrero. He ti taku i ti, he ara i muri nei, o tua whakarere o ku kau mātua. Ko te iti tēnei mihana ke koutou kui mā koroma, ngā mātua, hoi anō e te iwi, he koutou ko tā mai ki te manaaki i te kapa nei, tēnei te mihi. Ke kone ka mihi ki ngā rangatira te Herenga Waka. Ka ngā mō kapua, kapauako, a pūkinga, rā ki ngā kai tautoko te rangi nei, tēnei te mihi. Nā te tumu ahurei, no toku whaia matātua, nā rā winia te whakaro kia tūai hei reo, mō ngā tauira, ka whakawhiwhia ki te rātou tohu i tēnei rā. Harā te tokomaha e tikana kia tū. Hoi nā toku whaia te tono, ā ko tā tāna tamaiti he manaaki. He hōna reno i tēnei. He te iwi, ko koutou tamariki mo kupu nei nei. E whānei te ara mātauranga. I ki ana te kōrero, ki te whai te ara tāwhiki, he ara waua, he ara nui ngā wero, he ara whaihua hoki. I ki ana ngā pakeke, ko ngā mea nui te wāriu, ngā kapapa whaimana he utu. Ma te uaua te whai, ma te pakaru rāno tūpoko, ka mohia te tangata ki te nui o tona hua. Mea me kai parawa, kaore e whakaaro nui ki tona hua. Ko tēnei ara tāwhaki te tauira, tō mātou whai te mātauranga ki konei ki te Herenga Waka. E tona hua ko te māramatanga. He māramatanga ki ngā kaupapa e ngā koe nui te ana, a tēnā tēnā o tātou. Ko i te, ko te reo, ko te histori o te tangata, ko te tatau kaute, ko te tōranga pū, ko te ture, arā ko te huahua. Ko te mātauranga kua ho mai, ko te māramatanga kua riro mai, he taonga. He taonga mā mātai rawe, taonga whiwhia, taonga rawea, te whakataiki. Me whakaaro nui mātai ki tēnei mātauranga. Ki tēnei taonga, ki te hunga hoki nā rātou tā kua mai. Ko te tohutoianga pakeke, ko ngā taonga ka riro i a koe, koe maumau, mana kitia. Pātukai tau ki muri nei, ka tā maitake iwi ki te whakapōtaitanga o tawara. Ka tūmaiti te aku kraua, ka kia tū. Ko tāua nei, ma te tifiki te ka kia he tangata. Engari, ka arepe i te mohio ki te kato pūha, ki te waru taiwa, ki te manaaki i te tangata i runga i te marae. Hiakiaki he tohe nāna ki ngā tauira i taua wā. He mātauranga anō ki te kānga, he mahi anō hoki. Kia kā rā tātou hoa mā e ngā tauira ki te whai ki te manaaki i taua mātauranga. Ko te miro o te ngāhere me kai hoki i tērā. Ma reira ka mohi o tātou ki tō tātou ngāhere, ka mohi o tātou koa tātou no whia tātou. He mahi ki te kānga whai mai. huhua no te mātauranga o te ngāhiri, hara anō te ao nei. Kia ea ai taua kōrero anga pakeke, ai karongo i te pērau o tērā ki te kāinga. Ko te tumu he ringa waka, i pōwhiritia mātou i te taurua mano rua takau. Ka te tumu he ringa waka mātou pipitea, te aro, pukehinau, i whakakotahi, i whakarangatira. Hoi anō, kua hao moi taua whare i nei tautata nei. Hoi anō, e tāri ana, e whakaronui ana ki tōna puaretanga anō i te tau tū mai nei. Ka te raurangatira mā, ko te itina mō tai tēnei tuku i nei kupu, nā te raura i te ahaere, e mi ia tēnei kia koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. I am lonely, but not of recent times, but times far away of my forebears. I am humbled to be asked by the Tumu Ahurei to make this address. It is a privilege to speak on behalf of my peers. I would like to acknowledge the University, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, staff, students, and whānau here today. In te reo, I liken our journey to that of the ancestor Tāwhiki in his pursuit of knowledge. This is no mean task, and our respective journeys have been challenging, and has seen some highs and lows. So our elders would say, ko ngā mea nui te waru, ngā kaupapa whai mana heard tū. Things of value come at a cost. Those who here te ringa waka took the form of sheer hard work and perseverance. Now today we can appreciate our achievements with today's celebration, marking the moments where we had collectively realised what we set out to do. We all probably have a personal story reflecting on te ringa waka. My parents made the construction of te tumu he ringa waka almost 40 years ago. They started a tukutuku panel, and sometime after completing the panel, they had some tamariki, including te koutou mōkai nei. I miss my mother terribly, but it's lovely to have my nan and my dear auntie here today in his stead. As well as my koro whatarangi who could not make it here today, who graduated with a Bachelor's of Commerce from Te Ringa Waka 66 years ago. Ka nui tāroa kia koutou. Hoi anō, ka nui tāroa o ngai mātou katoa, ngai taura kia koutou, e o mātou whānau, tēnā koutou katoa.
Tēnā koe whaturangi. To all our graduates, we're proud of you. To all our graduates, we expect big things of you. To all our graduates, we're here to support you. To all our graduates, we hope that you enjoy today and celebrate with whānau and friends. Today you have celebrated as graduates of Te Ringa Waka, Victoria University of Wellington. Although you may have completed your formal association with this university as a student, you're now warmly welcomed as a valued member of the university's alumni community. Our most distinguished alumni share our pride in your success and have a few words of wisdom they wanted to share.
Congratulations to all of you. Graduating is a significant milestone in your life, and it's one you'll always remember. It marks a huge achievement, so please take some time to celebrate your success with the friends and family that have supported you. He kōrero whakamihi anō, ngā manakitanga pai mo o mahi he whakamua. Congratulations once again, best wishes for the work ahead.
Graduating is a milestone that you and your family should all enjoy it. Live the day.
A big shout out to all the graduates this year, particularly those graduating in the arts and history and in law, and a special mention to my Pacifica brothers and sisters. Congratulations to you all.
The world awaits. You've got all kinds of fabulous lessons, curiosity, hope and exploration. So get out there and get amongst it.
Now's the time to relax a little for a few weeks, but then you got to finish the job. Remember, you had a dream, that's why you started those studies, and you'll be at some crossroads in the future. Don't back down, be courageous, give that dream a chance and finish the job.
Congratulations on graduating. You may not even see it as that much of an achievement right now, but when you look back later in life on it, you will see that it genuinely is well done.
Kia koutou kua uratu, kena koutou, ngā mi kia koutou. Kawe ngā wawata o ngā mātua, haere atu koutou ki te ao, arahina ia tātou katoa. So, congratulations to all the graduates. Go forward and lead us.
I'd like to congratulate all the new graduates. Keep learning. Never let a learning opportunity go by.
Well, you've done it, and you've done it well. Have a bit of a break and have some fun. Strenuous or rowdy or soothing. Walk the heafy. Invent a cocktail. Or sort out your sock drawer.
Yeah, you're here, you've done it. I don't know what obstacles you and your whānau have overcome to be here, but I do know that this is an amazing achievement that will change your life. Your career is going to be an incredible adventure, so take the opportunities, be fabulous, enjoy the ride, and most importantly, be nice to your parents.
This is a huge accomplishment for you all, and I guess you'll have a pause to restock, but it is a really exciting time of your life heading out into the workforce and looking for new career paths.
Well done everybody on entering the ranks of the graduates of Victoria University of Wellington, and well done also on the hard work that you've had to perform over the last few years to get to this point. Now it's time to go and get a job.
Graduates, whānau, friends, this is a great university with more than 100 years of scholarship. Throughout our graduates' future career or further study, I am sure they will meet many others who will tell them proudly that they have also studied here. We look forward to staying in touch with you and hearing of your future success. Would everyone now stand up for our final act of this graduation celebration?
A tēnā tātou, hei whakakapi tēnei tō tātou huinga, ko uwhia mai nei ngā whakaaro, ngā waiata, ngā aroha ki rungi a koutou tēnei, te karakia hei whakakapi i tēnei tō tātou huinga. Mai e te timatanga, mai e te tikoa, mai e te tawhito, mai e te kāhui āriki, mai e tā whiwhi atu ki ngā atua. O e kata kena te Māori ko te Māori āhua no mai ki rungu ki enei tauira, ki rungu ki enei tauira. Kia tauira Māori ki rungu ki enei tauira, he tuku ngā no te waiora, tāne te waiora. Tēnei te matatau ko e ke whakatū tārewa ki te rangi, haumi e, hui e, tā. Kata kina te kawa ko te kawa nui, ko te kawa roa, ko te kawa whakatike tike āhua no mai no tiki tiki o rangi. Ka tipu ko te puhu, ko te weo, ko te take, ko te rito, ko te pūkenga, ko te wānanga, ko te taura, ko te tawira. Tēnei rā te āwhino ku te āwhirangi no te oro i o matua. I poea i te take i ue, nuku i ue rangi. Tēnei ko hoho ki runga ki te tipoa, ki runga ki te tawhito, ki runga ki te kāwi o ngāriki. Kia puta atu e nei tawira ki te whai ao, ki te ao mārama. Aumi e, hui e. Whakarongo rā e tāne, ki te hahurewa, ki te pukenga, ki te wānanga, ki te tāura, ki te tawira. I puea i te take tēnei te tuku iho whakahuatia ki ngā maunga tapu ko tipu o te rangi ko tawhito o te rangi. I tākia mai ko te tapu ko te mana ko te Māori o ngā atua, he hoho no mai no i o matua kore. Ka whakatakina mai ki rungi e nei tauira, kia puta atu ki te whai ao. Ki te ao mārama, haumi e, hui e, taiki e, kokiri.
E noho whānau, konei ka karangahia tātou ki te kai. So shortly we'll be called for kai. Kai will be served here in the hub, so please wait while we bring it out. There are spaces here in the hub to have whānau photos. Hoi anō, kei aku nui, kai aku rahi, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.